Shut. Two tigers take turns tasting tapioca. Two tigers take turns tasting tapioca. That will probably appeal to like 0.5% of my audience, but whatever. Now, if I could only get this stupid... I almost said something. If only I could get this to work, that would be awesome. Like 0.5% of my audience. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Stream 8 of Bloodlust. So, at this point, I have tied Sunset Sandstorm when it comes to most streams taken to beat a level. I've tied Sunset Sandstorm for second place with 8. Today's number 8. And unlike Sunset Sandstorm, with Bloodlust, I haven't gotten to the second half once. So we're going to try to change that. So, don't know, I have 3 days left before I have to leave for a few days again. So, I don't know if I will actually be able to accomplish my goal of making it to the extension in that time. But I honestly don't care. I would really just be happy with a new best. So let's keep going. So I played this a little bit earlier today. I was like fairly consistent with like everything up to Asonic. Asonic is still the death of me because of course it is. But no, I was consistent with most everything up to Asonic, and I did get I believe I got 3 Asonic attempts. So, or no, 4 Asonic attempts. So 42 twice, 44 and 45, and then within a few attempts of the 44, I went into my start pause copy and just did 48 to 100 in like 4 attempts. So there's a lot of 4, but no, I'm feeling pretty good with where I'm at with this level in terms of progress thus far. So yeah, we'll just have to see how today goes. Unfortunately, it is like really hot in my room, so I might have to turn on the AC at some point, but I will try to not need it. So, obviously there's the elephant in the room of Doggy getting 97 on grief, which is just, that is insane. First of all, that he even got a new best in the first place, and second, that he almost fluked it from 84. Like, with just how many, or with, even if the ending is like technically the easiest part, I have a feeling barely anyone is going to end up fluking it from 0 unless they have like the nerve control skills of a Greek demigod. Or they just have like no nerves and they're actually a robot, but as far as I know, I don't think anyone in the top player scene right now is a robot. Although, I don't know, WizKid's a little bit too good at literally everything, so he might be him, he might be the robot. But who knows? I'm also, like, fairly consistent at Namtar today, so good things might happen there. Ah, finger gave up. Yeah, 25, that's a good start for the stream, I guess. Actually, this isn't in the title because I don't want to put a run in the title that's not to 100 unless it covers more of the level than my current best run to 100. But last night I was playing Bloodlust, and I was playing this, and I was trying to just get some more consistency with with Evasium, Namtar, and Asonic, and I did 25 to 86. It was ridiculous. I know it doesn't look like I did 25 to 86 with how badly I'm struggling right now, but trust me, I did 25 to 86. It was actually like, unironically, one of the hardest things I've done on this level, because like in my opinion, Evasium is the hardest part of the level. So yeah, it's not quite harder than, I'd say in order of like what I've done on this level in terms of difficulty, I'd say 30 to 100 is number 1, 49 from 0 is number 2, and then 25 to 86 is probably number 3. Because like that encompasses nearly all of the difficulty. Like the only parts that doesn't cover are Mishi and TMN. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the best run that I do on this level will be. It's probably gonna be probably I'm torn between just like doing Evasium to 100 and just leaving it at that and just having it be like a clean 25 to 100, or moving back to my final start pause and just going from Mishi a bunch and trying to do Mishi to 100. And keep in mind, I don't even have Mishi to past Etzer yet, so you know, I'm probably thinking a little bit too far into the future for the time being, but I don't really care. I'm getting distracted by birds. That is just peak Master Doge right there, I think. So yeah, as I mentioned, I literally just want a new best before I have to leave for the weekend, which is probably going to be like a little bit longer because I have something on Monday that's closer to my dad's house than it is to my mom's, so I'm staying there for the weekend. So yeah, is 3 days enough time to go up literally 1%? I mean, it's Bloodlust. I do not know. Yeah, it is insane to me how much the clip of 97 on Grief just like blew up. Like, it's, as far as I know, and as far as a couple people on Twitter know, it's like the first GD piece of content. It's the first long form piece of GD content outside of what RobTop uploads to have ever gotten 1 million views within a day of it being uploaded. Like, it is ridiculous, and it's like, and it's made it to places like Dexerto. It's made it to like a lot of various Reddit threads, although I get the sense that a lot of people there don't exactly understand the gravity of what they're doing. And it's honestly a little bit funny to see the responses, like, oh, I have no respect for anyone that just does this, or like, oh, he's clearly in pain. Because, like, it's ridiculous. I guarantee that a lot of these people, if they are like sports-inclined individuals, have the exact same reactions to sports that they're not even playing. So, like, they're not even doing anything, and yet they still have the gall to say stuff like that. So, but honestly, like, it's a lot of it's just funny. Like, I really do not take much of it as Like, offense, a lot of it's just funny. Honestly, I considered removing the moon at the start of the level. I considered just, like, going into the copyable, removing it, and then just playing on that copyable. But, like, number one, I feel like if I don't, like, need it, I shouldn't use it. And number two, it makes it darker. It makes it harder to see. So, like, why would I, against, like, black objects, so why would I do that? Like, I do not need to give myself any more disadvantages than the ones that I already have. What? What? Alright, hey, I mean, I guess that's... technically, that's 86 with one, no-clip act death. So that's pretty... actually, nah, that comparison would only work if, like, I did this... if I did that directly after getting, 25 to 86. Yes! 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 Oh my god, I don't care that it was a stupid death. I don't care that it was a stupid death. That's a new best. That's all I wanted. Okay. I was actually not that nervous, surprisingly. Like, don't get me wrong, that is a nerve death. Like, that's an absolute nerve death. But I wasn't actually that nervous, which I find weird. But anyway. Discoppered. I can't spell. Okay, yes. Finally I made it. I actually made it to the second half. Because, like, the 49, it's not exactly... You like, 49 I can't count as the second half because it's not. It's objectively the first half. YouTube Studio. Content. Live. Alright, there we go. Alright, and I've been streaming for how long? Like 15 minutes. Something like that. But yeah, I'll take it. It's a new best by 2%, but it's a new best, so... Okay, that doesn't give me an excuse to just turn my brain off from this point. Yeah, honestly, I think part of why I didn't feel that many nerves once I actually got to Etzer is because I did the swing copter so terribly that I just... Every click I thought I was dead, so... I was just like, okay, I really shouldn't be here, so I'm just... But I'm here, so I'm just gonna take advantage. I didn't take advantage all that well, but, you know, it's progress. So I was thinking about... So I know I've talked about Star Wars quite extensively in a previous stream, but it's my stream, so I'm talking about it again. I think something... like an idea that I had last night for something that would probably benefit both companies is an Angry Birds Star Wars 3, because I feel like there's a lot of material, like even like just the Clone Wars and even just the Clone Wars and Rebels, that is over 200 episodes of Star Wars content. You could make a lot of Angry Birds stuff with that. Plus, I think it would be a good way to get a lot of people that are sort of like disillusioned with Angry Birds because of their because of like what they've been doing this decade. I think it would be a good way to get a lot of them back into it. Hi, Dadadol! I just got 51 on Bloodlust. So, you know, I've been moving like a slug. Have I gotten around to working on your part? Yeah, I've at about like 40% done. I'm going with a weird I'm going with the like the all slope gimmick. So that might make it a little bit longer to look good. But, you know, I'm confident. So when exactly is this like quote unquote deadline for making the part? Like I have no worries on not being able to complete it. Especially because my part is like less than 30 seconds, and when I'm in the flow state, I build incredibly quickly. But like, when should I have the part done by? Yes! Hey, Hart, can you, like, actually beat fast so I know you're still working? But yeah, okay, 52. 52. I'll take it. And that was like less than 5 minutes after 51. So, cool. Yeah, I think where did I even die? Like, it was to the portal, right? Let me rewind a little bit. Yeah, I knew as soon as I entered the portal, I knew I was dead. But yeah, 52. And I should probably. But yes, I am in fact making progress on. So what's the collab gonna be? What's the plan for like the name of the collab? Because like I know Min had a couple of suggestions, but when you consider the code of conduct that I hold myself to on this channel, a lot of them just wouldn't work, and I'm not particularly interested in. Okay, that was just dumb. I'm not particularly interested in dealing with the barrage of 9 and 10-year-olds that, including 6, 7, anywhere in my title would bring. But yeah, if it's gonna be like the fire theme that you would think of when you think of the song, I like the name Cinder. Like, I think Cinder's a great name, and at the very least, I've already started making my part with the intention with the like it being named that in mind. I can absolutely change it. All I've done is make the gradient, but still. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? This is actually just a joke. There's absolutely no way. There's just no way. Well, I. Okay, well, I'm not getting back there for a while. What? I just got 74 on Bloodlust. Okay, I'm sorry I'm not doing anything, but like... Can you blame me? And I, like, actually, like, really nearly choked that. I actually really nearly choked that. Like, at the ship. Quarter at the ship, I went a little bit too low, and I, like, barely managed to properly recover. So what do I... So I get... The question remains, what do I do at this point? And, like, really... I was weirdly not nervous, surprisingly. Like, yes, that death was absolutely idiotic, but, like... Alright, alright, Skywalker 39. Your opinion is not exactly valued, but it is appreciated. So I've gotten to answer 4 times. So 49, 51, 52, and 74. So yeah, sure? Sure thing. Sure, just... Okay. So what do I do? Because, like, I know it's been, like, many minutes since... Do I just, like... Honestly... Let's just... Oh, I was hoping to beat it backwards. Thank you, Blood Event. I didn't even know you were still on YouTube. What? Didn't you, like, get rid of everything? But yeah, so at this point, goal, I can't really do that. It just gives me a bunch of A's. Current goal. That's my best, that's my best guess on what my goal should be. So, yeah, let's just start going from 25. I'll play from 25 for a bit, and then I don't know, probably do something else. But, like, that was so ridiculous. That was so just absolutely ridiculous. I don't even... What do I even... I guess I just go for this, and then. So here's what I'm thinking, and I can actually finally think straight. So I'll go for the rest of the stream, I'll go for just go from 25 and just build up a little more consistency there, even though I don't might not necessarily need it. Thus far, all 3 Evasium attempts this stream have been a new best. So I'll do this, and then spend tomorrow and Wednesday, or not Wednesday, Friday, just editing the 3rd progress report. And then once I go from that, I'll be working on both goals. I'll do 25 to 100. I'll do that like off stream, and then the corridor part, that'll be on stream. But yeah, I'm so happy with my progress has gone up 25% since the start of this stream, and considering how far I am into Bloodlust, going up 25% is like skill versus spam. Yeah, but like considering how far I am into Bloodlust, a 25% increase is ridiculous. Most inconsistent part, the most inconsistent parts overall are, Mishi. One second. Sorry about that. That was my mother asking me a favor. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, Mishi and Evasium are, right now, those 2 are the most inconsistent parts, but which one is the more inconsistent one, that changes. That's, like, again, a day-to-day thing. And yeah, I do remember when Hotball beat it in 59 attempts when it was weekly. And like I think people were using that as like a justification as to why Plasma Pulse Finale was harder, which I'm going to force myself to hold back, because a lot of what I want to say about that goes directly against the code of conduct I hold myself to on streams and in videos, but that is complete nonsense. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just nonsense. The reason I spend so much attempts on GD is because I have dyspraxia and it causes me to have uncoordinated. Oh, dude, that's completely fine. Like, if it's a medical thing. Okay, yeah, if it's a medical thing, then I apologize for and take back every single thing that I have said about like making fun of you for taking a ton of attempts on things. Like, that is actually a perfectly legitimate reason. Justice Snake spawns in. Oh no, that would actually be like, it would be a war zone in my chat. Although, like, that's probably like one of the few combinations that would lead to that. Because like there's only one other combination I can think of, and one of the people involved in that combination has long since quit. So. Oh yeah, you have the exact. I think I know you've brought this up before, but I did not remember that you had the exact same birthday. That's kind of cool. A little bit ironic, but kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know a lot of what the Justin Snake has been up to. Like, he hasn't exactly been super active in the Young Males. So, who knows? Alright, you're going back to building your part? Cool. I don't know if anything is gonna happen, or at least anything that justifies, switching back here to the same extent. I would make some progress on, Aphrodite, but I would also like to keep this stream from getting copyright struck, so... Also, yeah, Blood Event, in case nobody has told you this yet, I'm making my own Extreme Demon. So that's cool. And that'll probably be my final hardest, because, like, I don't have the same issues that you have, but, like, my chronic illness and stuff is making it much harder to play GD than it was, like, during the Black Blizzard era, for example. So, yeah, my time is unfortunately probably coming to a close thanks to time and just hand pain, and I wanna just go out with a bang, or at least something that has made some kind of mark on the community. And, like, I'll still play, obviously, because, like, I love this game. I don't want to just quit I don't want to just quit entirely. But, like, this will probably be one of the last things I do. Bloodlust will probably be one of the last, like, super hard things I do at a competitive level, if that makes sense. At some point, I also want to get into, like, making music. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of things to juggle, over the next couple years, well, with, maintaining this channel, and possibly starting to make music, and college work, and possibly being in a relationship. I mean, I don't have any leads yet, but I'm just saying, I'm opening myself up to the possibility. So, I have a lot of stuff to juggle, but I would like to think I am capable. Yeah, I find that life gets better for a lot of people after quitting. At the very least, voluntarily. I know that people that are basically forced to quit because of, like, hand pain, or hand or eye pain, definitely, like, really miss it and would do anything for it, but... Speaking of which, I hope Aeon is able to come back to GD soon, because, like, I know how badly he wants Silent Club stuff done. I got a second ex-girlfriend and a current boyfriend in real life. Nice. Wait, second? And, like, that's not meant to be me, like, trying to make fun of you. I just genuinely did not know that you had a girlfriend. Or at the very least, I forgot. Made a little speed build of a 9 Circles remake that's 12 seconds, and I'm wondering if you could play it, possibly, maybe. You know what? Just because, and I do this every single time someone requests a level. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, just I will take a look at it, but only because I've already accomplished every single goal I wanted to. Realistically, until I leave for the weekend. Like I've accomplished my goal from like a week for now, a week in advance. So yeah, just send the idea and I'll take a look at it. Alright, I'll check it after this attempt. Matches my death from 0. Let me 1 4 2 9 1 9 3 2 5. The 10th circle. Ooh, okay. Let me go into practice mode for a little bit. Okay. Oh, I didn't need practice mode at all. So, I really like that. I like the colors. I like the movements especially. At the very least with the cube, the 9 circles effect is a little bit, maybe could dial those back a little bit. But yeah, I like it. I don't know how necessary the camera effects are, just like the glitch effect. But realistically, those are my only 2 critiques. Is just well, I guess, and make the level just look a bit more full. But yeah, like just make the movements a little bit clearer. Make the camera effects a little bit less intrusive, and just make it more full. But other than that, I like it a lot. Great work. Anyway, back to Bloodlust. Want to see my friends level? I would prefer to just play Bloodlust for the rest of the stream. I explicitly took that guy's because you know, it was the first one. So just like I died on Bloodlust in 1 attempt, as is often the case. Yes, but yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of a break. But yeah, tell you what, I won't play it on stream, but send the idea in the chat. I'll take a look at it afterwards. But yeah, I honestly felt like there was a decent chance of pulling a fluke like that out, just because I am pretty consistent at most of like Etzer to 100. There's still obviously that UFO transition just before Zaro that's still giving me issues, but outside of that I am actually very consistent at, so basically like 48 to 74. So I am not entirely shocked that I did that. Grief 97, yeah. I discussed that a little bit near the beginning of the stream. By the way, what exactly is... Okay, I'm going in the editor really quickly. Where is it? I do not want to select anything. No, thank you. Preview. Yeah, are these scrolls, are they actually, like, supposed to say anything, or are they just designed to look cool? Because, like, I don't think... I mean, don't get me wrong, they do look cool, and I actually, like, considering... Oh, I didn't even... I had forgotten that it could do this. But yeah, like, somehow I have a feeling that that does not actually say anything. Anyway. Enchant table, no clue what that means, but sure. It says Bob likes to eat corn on the cob. Okay. I can see that. I mean, I do not actually speak fluent Bloodlust, so I'm just gonna take your word for it. Thinking space. There's a third one? And, like, what I don't understand was, like, okay, one is obviously not a spectacular level, but, like, it's pretty funny, and it's, like, charming enough. Thinking Space 2, it's just, it's a glow slop version of Thinking Space 1, and I hate saying that about levels, but that is pretty much exactly what it is. Like, Thinking Space would have worked perfectly as just, like, as, like, a standalone level. It did not need a sequel. So, Thinking Space 3? Just, like, the world does not need a Thinking Space 3, or a Tidal Wave 4 for that matter. Spiderwave beat Bloodlust in 3K attempts. Yeah, I'm not exactly that surprised. Because, like, obviously Bloodlust is still, like, ridiculous, but, like, when you're just insanely good at the game, if you're insanely good at the game, and you have good, and you have Bloodbath muscle memory, you can beat this, like, incredibly, incredibly quickly. And if you have good nerve control. Which, yeah. I do not actually... My nerve control is actually pretty bad. I didn't even know this would show up. But yeah, as I was saying, my nerve control is actually pretty bad. So, I've just gotten really good at faking it, or, like, just keeping it just enough under control to do all the things that I've been able to do. Plasma Pulse Super Ultra Cobra Finale is being built. Okay, that one is just like I've already done all the Plasma Pulse levels. So I mean, I guess if another one were to come out, which it's not, but if another one were to come out, I suppose I could be convinced to take a stab at it, but likes to talk to ChatGPT before bed. Okay, I talked about this a little bit last stream, so I'm not gonna. I'll put that in the progress report. I'm not gonna put this conversation or line of thinking in the progress report. But like during so you know, I'm a college student, so we have midterms and all that, and one of my classes we have these like exit tickets, or we had these exit tickets every single day, and on one of them, I look to my left, and someone is blatantly using ChatGPT, so I mention it to the professor of that class. Afterwards, I was gonna talk to her for an unrelated reason anyway, but I mentioned that, and she's just like, oh yeah, I caught a dozen people using it on the midterm. Which is just like, why? Why are you doing this? You are actively making your education worse. And, like, I hate being a snitch. I really hate being a snitch. But, like, come on! It really, really cannot be that hard to just do the freaking assignments yourself. It cannot be that hard. We're just getting dumber and dumber, I think. It's getting a sequel that's not a memory level, and is Slaughterhouse inspired. Somehow I doubt that, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, honestly, the fact that... Okay, so first of all, the fact that Hotball beat this in 2018 at all is insane. Like, he was insane. And then he beat it again, like, a week later in 59 attempts. And then on top of all of that, he did it when he was 11. That is ridiculous. I'm struggling on this, and I'm 18. And, you know, to say nothing of the fact that Kellen Craft is making progress on Cold Sweat, and he's 9. I am jumping from Future Funk to Bloodbath. Think I can do it. So I'm gonna give you 2 answers, so whether you can and whether you should. So whether you can, absolutely. I'm of the opinion that anyone can beat anything. Like, as long as they have proper equipment and as long as they, you know, have the right mindset, anyone can absolutely anyone can beat anything. As for whether you should, absolutely not. Like, I know I'm guessing you're pretty new, so you probably don't know my Bloodbath opinion. I hate it more than almost anything else in this game. I think it is the worst extreme I've ever beaten. It's just garbage. So, and I'm playing this because it fixes most of the problems that Bloodbath had. So it is not... Well, their problems still do exist. Like, it's not completely devoid of problems. But, like, they are so much lesser in comparison to the original Bloodbath. And it just feels so much better to play. Except for when I do that. My proper is a broken Sayo and a shoe. Alright, well, I'm not gonna say anything, with that. Why am I tagged? Mute button? Okay, that's just ridiculous. Okay, I'm probably gonna go for like 10 more minutes and then end the stream because I have lost a lot of consistency, but I had it when it counted, so... By the way, people say that you are an AI. I am not. I don't know where this idea of that I'm an AI comes from, but I am not. I like to drink milk out of a shoe. That's a you problem. Y'all are getting really weird. But you know, I'm glad to have support. It has fungus, it's green. Is this a green milk joke? God, I love the green milk. That is still such a bizarre moment that I feel like something like that can only exist because of, you know, the environment that the gang was in. green milk. You should get into VC with us for real? Nah. I don't even know, like, unless you're all from the, like, the fan wiki, I did not know any of you, prior to this. Can you say I'm gonna break my monitor, I swore? Well, I said it. Lasm is hopefully joking, unfortunately he probably isn't, yeah. That's just something I've accepted, is that the more absurd something is, like, when someone says something just ridiculous in chat, the more absurd it is, the likelier it is that it is, either, like, the truth, if it's an action, or their actual thoughts, if it's an opinion. Talk how much you like them. Okay, bro. Is Wusun's a good first extreme? Let me look it up. Cause I'm not really good at answering those questions, but let me look it up. Loose and geometry dash. I'm being so serious. I just thought what messed me up was just thinking about the toenail clippings message. I don't really care, citizens. I'm not in the market for banking. Let me look. Oh yeah, I've heard of this level before. I would say yes with an asterisk. Cause like if you think you can handle second half heavy gameplay, great, absolutely go for it. It actually looks pretty fun, in spite of that. But if you think you would just, like, lose your mind, shut up, phone. If you think you would absolutely lose your mind, I would pick something else. But yeah, overall, it's not the worst choice for a first extreme. Ugh, my hand is starting to hurt. Yeah, from what I've heard, it gets very consistent. Ugh. Ow. My hand really hurts. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it for me for today. But yeah, I am really, really, really happy with what we managed to do today. Gotta go now. Oh, I am so sorry. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with what I managed to do today. Got some good consistency with, I got some good consistency with 25. I got a couple of good runs from pretty much every star position today. And I mean, yeah. 74 from 0. But yeah, I am super happy with how today went. So, plan is to. So today's Wednesday. I have to leave in 2 days. So I'm gonna uh, over the next few days, over the next couple days before I have to leave, I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna try to edit the streams that I have done in the last week. I'm gonna edit all of those into a video, and then from that point I will keep streaming. And then I think my plan for the top from this point forward is to pretty much exclusively play from Zero on stream and then exclusively play from Star Positions off stream. Basically the exact same thing I did with Plasma Pulse Finale. So, Clyde 4X, that is a reference to something that went wrong with one of Elon Musk's inventions. So, yeah, really happy with today. Don't know when I'm gonna stream next. Again, I have to leave for the weekend, but I'm gonna while I edit, I'm going to continue playing this and maybe just try to get 25 to 100. Just like throw some stuff, just throw some time at it both days, and then who knows. But yeah, considering I'm just over a month into Bloodlust thus far, I could not be any happier with where I'm at. So on that note, see ya.